Day one of doing game dev every day. A couple days ago I started a basic 1 week project, supposed to be 1 week at least, we'll see how it goes. And basically you're able to kind of just move around and such. The main concept is it's kind of a speedrun game, finish the game fast as you can, but there's different styles of movement. You can kind of choose, mix and match them. This is kind of the basic one, just to give it a quick sprint thing, makes you move faster. And we also have like a bouncer type one for your second type of movement, which kind of hurt with one hand, but if you shift, boom, it bounces in the opposite direction of the wall, kind of like a springy type thing. Which is pretty cool. Trying to figure out how to debug it currently, because it sort of gets it. I had a thing where it'd look weird, because I make it you bounce wherever you're looking, because there's like pretty much a ray cast on your back, but then you go over the front one, which is the blue thing there. But if I don't clamp the up direction, you could have it like this, where you just go up, up, and up. That's not really what I want, like a bounce, going across a long area. I don't want that. So I'm trying to figure out how to do that properly. It's still a little bit off, I'm getting closer, I think. But I just use a clamp to do that instead, so no matter what, it's not going to be more than a third of it, so you don't run out of the X and Y or the left and right velocity before you run the up and down velocity. It'd be kind of cool to go a bit over, but I'll figure it out. Yes, all of this code is terrible, but it's working for now. That is a future me problem, which I will then despise and then never make a mistake again. But currently my goal is to get the bounce jump to feel right, because currently it feels like a little bit too weak. If you're like aiming at a higher degree, let's say like here you want to bounce right up there, jump, boom. It feels like you're mainly moving forward. I want to be a bit more vertical, but I'm not quite sure how to do it without making it feel like you stop moving forward and then backwards, and start going up and down, which just feels really, really bad. Also changed how the velocity changed, because I have like an external and internal velocity type thing. Whenever I bounce off a wall, it affects the external velocity. And for some reason, if I don't change it, because I have like the forward, backwards, left, right, and then up and down velocity, if I don't dramatically decrease the bottom one more, for some reason, it does this, which is not ideal. Also, some values, I think I found a hint. So I'm printing out the velocity at all times. So pretty much there's a start 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Then you see it boing, which is when we use the bounce ability. And then you see this is our Y velocity. It goes from 57, 55, then 180 or 108, 160, 209, 256, 307. Now notice an interesting thing. Our bounce strength is only 120. All three axes combined at most should equal 120. So clearly someone's being a little goofy silly here, and I'm pretty sure it's that we're adding velocity plus equals external velocity multiple times outside. So I want to figure out how can I add it just one time and then not have to get like overwritten by anything, because I do have stuff kind of just setting like direction and all that sort of stuff here. Time for my favorite part of game dev, which is the classic it's not a bug, it's a feature, except actually. So pretty much I was trying to figure it out, and it seemed like some part of it was that it had to do with the code, where when I let go, obviously it would decrease my speed and then go to a slow stop. So instead I removed part of that, because this is the bouncer class, right? This is the bouncer and the slider. So now I press W, you just keep W, you just keep going in that direction. S, keep going in the direction, like southeast, whatever. And now that seems to help it a bit, along with some other stuff too. And then boom, bounce off. But I think I have another idea also. I'm making it even bouncier. So if you bounce off this wall and then still have external velocity, then I'm going to make it to where you bounce off that wall too. So you keep bouncing until you run out of that initial external velocity. Also, the game's a lot less clunky than it looks. It's just that I'm using one hand, and I'm not even using a mouse, just my trackpad, since I'm recording with one hand.